Welcome back to Sinister Society, where we explore the darkest corners of criminal minds and unsolved mysteries. Today, we're taking a deeper dive into the case of Emanuela Orlandi, a young girl who vanished without a trace in Vatican City over 30 years ago. Join us as we continue to unravel the twists and turns of this enigmatic disappearance, exploring the various theories, investigations, and the impact on her family and the world. The disappearance of Emanuela Orlandi is a case that has remained shrouded in mystery and intrigue for decades. It is a story that captivated the world's attention in 1983 and continues to baffle investigators and the public today. Emanuela was a bright and talented 15-year-old girl with a passion for music, and her sudden disappearance shook the Vatican City community and the world at large. In the years since her disappearance, the case has been investigated by multiple law enforcement agencies, private investigators, and amateur sleuths. But despite extensive searches, countless leads, and numerous theories, the truth remains elusive. One of the most perplexing aspects of the case is the number of false leads and hoaxes that have been perpetrated over the years. People claiming to have information or evidence would come forward, only to be exposed as frauds or opportunists. This made it even harder for investigators to separate fact from fiction and to follow legitimate leads. Despite the numerous dead ends, several theories have emerged over the years, each with its own set of complexities and challenges. One theory is that Emanuela was kidnapped by the infamous Italian mafia, possibly as leverage against her father, who worked at the Vatican's prefecture for economic affairs. The mafia had a strong presence in Italy in the 1980s, and was known for its involvement in kidnappings and other criminal activities. This theory gained traction when several anonymous phone calls were made to the Orlandi family, claiming that Emanuela was being held by the mafia. Another theory is that Emanuela was taken by members of a secret society within the Vatican, who were allegedly involved in a complex web of political and financial intrigue. This theory gained momentum in the wake of the Vatican bank scandal, which involved money laundering, corruption, and the mysterious death of Roberto Calvi, a banker with ties to the Vatican. There have also been theories that Emanuela was taken as part of a larger human trafficking ring. Italy has long been a hub for human trafficking, with criminal organizations exploiting vulnerable people for labor or sex work. This theory gained credibility when it was discovered that several other young women had disappeared in the same area around the same time as Emanuela. In 2012, a breakthrough in the case came when an anonymous letter was sent to the Orlandi family, containing a photo of a woman resembling Emanuela, along with a message that read, "If you want to know what had happened to Emanuela, look for the girl in this photo. She's alive, and you can find her in this place." The photo showed a young woman bound and gagged, but the authenticity of the photo has never been verified. In 2019, a new development reignited interest in the case. Two tombs in Vatican City's Teutonic Cemetery were opened in search of Emanuela's remains, following an anonymous tip. However, not only were her remains not found, but the tombs were also found empty, deepening the mystery. The impact of Emanuela's disappearance has been far-reaching, not only in Italy but also worldwide. Her case has drawn attention to the issue of missing children and the difficulties faced by families seeking answers. It has also exposed the inner workings of Vatican City and the challenges of investigating crimes within its walls. Despite the many years that have passed, the case of Emanuela Orlandi remains an open investigation, with no clear resolution in sight. Her family continues to search for answers, and the public continues to speculate on the many theories surrounding her disappearance. As we continue to explore the case of Emanuela Orlandi, we must remember that behind the mystery and intrigue is a young girl whose life was cut short, and whose family and loved ones continue to grieve her loss. It is our hope that someday, the truth will be uncovered, and justice will be served for Emanuela and her family. Thank you for that in-depth look into the case of Emanuela Orlandi. It's clear that despite the many years have passed, her disappearance still captures the attention and imagination of people all over the world. We'll continue to follow this case closely and bring you any updates as they emerge. But now, we turn our attention to another intriguing and disturbing topic, the phenomenon of serial killers. From Jack the Ripper to the Zodiac Killer, the world has been fascinated by these elusive and terrifying predators. Join us as we explore the psychology and methods of serial killers and the efforts to catch them. Stay tuned for Or on Sinister Society.